Hey, what's up, guys? This is Hey Janeé, episode 9. No, episode 8.
Yeah, episode 8.
Listen, I can't keep track. We've been keeping them rolling. I'm really proud of us. Today we got a very special guest. Algee Smith is in the building.
Come on now. Thank y'all for having me.
We're going to get into his new EP, Love Lost.
Love Lost, yeah.
In a little bit. So Algee, this is the show that's really just my hey to the world and the world saying hey back to me, everything that I'm receiving. And I'm joined today as well by Zada Luby.
Yeah.
Clap it up for Zada.
Yeah.
And the illustrious.
Come on, illustrious.
Because she loves it. I just have to do it every time because Meaghan loves it.
She do love it.
No, because at FAMU we say the illustrious Florida. I'm not going to keep going, but
Right.
you get it.
Okay,
We
okay.
get
See
it. We
me?
get it. Meaghan Taylor.
I like that.
The birthday girl, a.k.a. the birthday girl.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
It's cancer season.
It
is,
is.
it is,
Let's
yeah.
cry about it.
Duh.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's true. The cancers are very emotional.
Yeah.
I do love me some cancers, but
Yes.
they are an emotional people.
Good people.
We need y'all to help balance things out.
Yes,
you know?
we do.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, doing really good. Back in Atlanta, we had a great show last night for Love Lost. It was really good to give that to the people before it officially comes out on July 15th. So just to see the city react the way it did and get the love that we did, I feel I'm on a high still right now.
I love to hear it. So that sounds like your moment of joy for the week. I like to get into everybody's moment of joy. Mine would probably be Essence Festival. I'm just coming back from New Orleans. I think 2 days ago is when I came back. I got there early and I left late because New Orleans is like my favorite city, period.
It was hot there, huh?
It was very hot.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
extremely hot. And it also rained like crazy. Like every night it would just pour rain. Like actually when I head to the airport, I got soaked. I had a jacket. I was able to put it on my head, but I felt bad putting it on the seat of the Uber because it was like,
wet,
Yes, it was so wet.
He got his car. He's like, what does she do in my
Right.
bag?
Right. Exactly.
That's good, though. Okay. So
But
that
it was,
your...
it was
okay.
amazing. I hosted a panel down there, a Clips and Conversation with the ladies of Run. That's a
Nice.
new footage films project that stars Claudia Jordan, Annie Alonza, Drew Sidora, Marcus Houston, Erica Pinkett, Erica Mena.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
that's Chris Stokes' film company. If you guys hadn't heard
Nice.
of it.
Yeah, I heard
yeah.
of it. Yep.
But that was a fun time. And then my best friend Monique Lorden, she's actually a poet, 1985 poet on Instagram. She hosted a couple events at the Wellness House at Essence Fest, so I was able to check her out. It was my first time seeing her, perform her poetry live, and she was on a panel. So it was great to have the support of her, for my things, and then I was able to support her for her things.
Yeah.
We all know, like, we all get busy in our stuff, but like, it's great to have friends that like lift you up the same way you're able to lift them up. I think there's a lot of non-reciprocity that goes on in the world, so it's always great when you have people who always show up for you. And she literally gave me her bedroom to stay in for the week.
Wow.
So
Oh, wow.
That's a real friend.
That's a friend.
Yeah, that's a friend. That's a real friend.
I was like, I don't know, if you came to my house, I have a guest room.
She said, you can sleep on the couch, but I got a cover for you if you need it. Air mattress.
Nah,
And
she
a
probably
throw
would-
blanket.
But at my house, she would probably prefer the guest room because
Yeah.
Fletcher does sleep in my bed. So
Fletcher, is that a dog?
that is my dog.
Aww, what type of dog?
He's a pit bull.
Oh, come on. I got a French
or
bulldog.
pit bull mix. He's a little bit of chow, a little bit of boxer,
Okay.
but mostly
okay.
pit bull.
That's tight. That's tight. Dog lovers. Y'all got dogs too?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, y'all can love on ours, and then
I
you
love
know,
Dobermans. Those are my dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Dobermans too.
Yeah.
I have nothing against dogs. I just
I just don't have one.
Zada's like,
You know it's like
Zada's
anti-American
like,
to hate dogs.
don't call the ASPCA on her. She just doesn't happen to have one. Do you have a moment of joy that you want to share?
I'm starting a new diet.
Hey, come
That's
on,
pretty
health.
Good. I'm trying to be snatched.
You are
Girl, what
snatched.
Do y'all see what she talking about? She's trying to be
I need
snatched.
to get a little bit more snatched. Just,
Okay.
That's that actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to get abs.
Oh.
Abs.
Okay.
What you want, a 6-pack or 8-pack?
I don't want to go too far into it. Like not too far to the left. I want to be right in the middle.
Okay.
So like a little 6-pack.
You could always do like Drake.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh wait,
Oh
I forgot.
my
I'm supposed to be positive.
You stupid.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
I mean, you didn't say anything bad.
Right.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah,
Right. What about you, Meaghan? You have a moment of joy?
I
know it's not a diet.
Dang.
Yeah,
I
dang.
know you've been eating.
Why can't it be a diet? Damn.
Straight.
But you were just on the diet before your birthday.
Now
so
I'm back
we know
on
you're
it.
off of
No, I'm back
man.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to take no digs. I was literally saying we talked about her diet last episode. Now Zada's on a diet. I'm not going on a diet. Y'all can
Well, I
forget
wouldn't
about
say
it.
a diet, more like a fast.
I'm still baby vegan though.
Oh, well, that is a diet.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lifestyle. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
So everybody just here dieting except for me, huh? Just eating pasta and shrimp fried rice and all that, huh? I need to go on a diet too. Where the kiwi
had
at?
some fried
And
rice
the whole grain bread. She was just flexing on us about her walking this morning, eating whole grain bread and kiwis. Where them at? Okay, go ahead.
Kiwis have a lot of nutrients and I forget it's supposed to provide something. My mom sent me like a little kiwis do this for you. This is what the different.
Oh, that's nice. Come on, Mom Dukes. Yeah.
Anyway, back to your moment of joy.
Oh, my moment of joy was just resting after my birthday last week.
Nice.
Let's talk about your birthday.
Let's chat.
How did it go?
It went.
Oh man.
It went some different ways.
Okay.
That I did not expect, and I don't even want to give people energy on it. So
we'll leave it alone.
We will.
Okay.
Just
I was so sad I was missing it because
Yeah.
I went to New Orleans early.
Some people were invited to my party, and then they got invited to my block party on my phone because they don't know how to act.
Oh, the block
wow.
party.
So
on
it was
the
like a
phone.
really,
Wow.
Yeah. But then 4th of July happened, and one of my friend's husbands brought all these fireworks over my house. So that was like a redo birthday. So I had
Nice.
so much fun. I was just running around with sparklers and just being a kid.
That's dope.
Well, I'm a big believer in celebrating for the whole month. So today will be a celebration for us.
I know that's
Maybe
right.
we can get Algee to sing you happy birthday before he leaves.
Don't charge me.
Don't charge me.
What's the going rate for happy birthday?
Don't charge me. We can work something out. You know.
But yeah, it was just a big learning lesson, and that's what birthdays are for, I guess.
Nah, but I feel that because it's like, don't come to my birthday and make it about you or ruin my
Exactly.
birthday. Like,
Exactly.
birthdays are very special, so it should be treated as such. I feel like,
Yeah,
people gotta
it
be
was.
selfless when it comes to birthdays with other people.
It was crazy.
But I'm glad you had a good time on the 4th, though.
Yes,
That's good.
thank
That's
you.
good.
It was
Yeah.
so much fun.
I think people are so clueless when it comes to that. Like, I think everyone is kind of selfish by nature. So sometimes we all got to check ourselves. Like, it's not always about you.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, let's be about what's about in the moment.
Period.
So I want to get into a little pop culture recap before we interview Algee.
Let's do it.
Have you been watching Love Island USA?
Nah, but I be keeping up with it online, though.
Like the clips and stuff.
I think I know somebody named, is there somebody named Shelly on there? Or-
Yeah.
And then a dude named Ace or something?
Yes.
I'll just be seeing it online. I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
who we
okay.
want to win.
Okay,
So
okay.
vote for Shelly and Ace.
Why do you? Oh, so they're together.
They're together.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. Yeah, I watch the show. Yeah. I watch the show. You feel me? Shelly and Ace doing their thing and all that.
That's hilarious. So you're kind of like Zada. Zada doesn't watch either, but she kind of keeps up online.
You
Okay.
can't miss it online.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's,
You
God.
can't.
it's impossible
It's
to
everywhere.
escape
Yeah,
it.
it's everywhere.
I mean, it's the last week. You guys can live. Y'all will be all right. As of Sunday, there will be a king and queen crowned. Hopefully, it's either Shelly and Ace, or I would also be happy if Nick and Olandria win. I don't know if you've heard about them.
So why do you want either of those two couples to win? What
So,
qualities do they have that you like?
Like Issa, I'm always rooting for everybody black.
Hello.
Although I was not rooting for Taylor no more. I was happy to see him go.
Right, yeah.
But
I have no idea.
Yeah, me and you both. That's it. I got you know. They're like, yeah, Taylor, yeah.
Taylor for sure.
But,
Yeah.
but Meaghan got me. Meaghan
Right.
got me. But no, for real. Like, so last season 6, they had something called PPG, and it was the two black girls, Janeé and Serena, and then Leah, and they were like the Powerpuff gang. And this season it's really more Shelly and Olandria. Every morning they get up, they still got their bonnets on, they put the blanket over them, and they do like a little recap of what's going on. But it's just the sisters have each other's backs.
Yeah.
They're always there for each other. They support each other, and they both have been through a lot. So this show will like drag somebody through the mud.
Oh,
and what
yeah.
I really wanted to get to was they had a big incident this week where Sierra, what enabled Nicolandria to happen was there was a contestant named Sierra, and the viewers found some old, I guess it was Instagram stories.
Yeah, I don't even know how.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how.
So she used a term. She was talking about her own, like her smile and her eyes, and she used an Asian slur, not knowing. She says she wasn't aware. She put out a statement since she's been home, basically saying she wasn't aware that it was derogatory and how much pain there was attached to this word. But the producers yanked her. Dang. And she had to go home. And it really had me thinking, like, how many things have we all said on social media that if we were in a position where we're in front of cameras and millions of people are watching, they might be able to, like, dig up and say, like, this person shouldn't be here because of X, Y, and Z. And I would hope that I've lived my life in a way where that hasn't happened, but I also used to work for Gossip, so
you definitely got some stuff out there that you didn't say. No, I feel that. That's real. That's real. I've definitely had to go back when I was younger and like when I was first getting into acting and understanding like the brand side of it and being brand careful. And go back through some tweets and like, I should delete some of these tweets. And they weren't crazy tweets, but it's just like you don't even want to put that out there to offend anybody in any type of way when you're trying to build. So yeah, it can be real. Like, you gotta be real cautious of how you move.
Right.
Yeah. But dang, I hate that for her though. She said, well.
I don't know. I'm just like being from Florida. Like I have friends who are Jamaican, and like there's the population of them that are like Asian, whatever. So they say
like
that
Chinese Jamaican.
They say that word.
Right,
so I honestly did not know. Not that I'm walking around saying it, but I didn't know it was a slur.
I also think things have changed over time. So like you have, for example, now when Rush Hour shows on TV, there's like a whole disclaimer.
I was just watching that. I'm like, how'd they get away with all this?
Exactly.
Crazy,
But if you think about it, and like same thing with Gossip, like when it first started, we were known for saying outrageous stuff, and now like some of the things I was like, if I was in a position to do reality TV, would I be in trouble because, of some of the things that we said in that situation? But outside of Sierra, I mean, did you think it was the right decision for them to send her?
I just don't like how they don't really talk about it. They kind of like graze over.
Yeah, they say
that's what I don't
Sierra
like.
has left the villa for personal reasons, and they did the same. The whole thing with this is that maybe like second or third episode, there was a girl who was an original Islander. Her name was Yalissa. She was actually coupled up with Ace originally.
Okay.
And she got yanked out the villa. And
Black girl too?
No, she was a Latina.
Okay.
And she had her offense was she had been on a podcast and she was using the N-word.
Wow.
But I think she was like,
She said, wow.
you know how some Latinas use
No, no, I'm never going for that.
See,
No.
It's kind of
but
tough.
Fat Joe uses
It's tough.
it, right?
It's tough.
Wasn't
It's
he
tough.
like trying to
I thought he
stand?
was black.
And see, and that's what we're talking about.
Fat Joe's not
because
black.
No,
He's Puerto Rican, and
Yeah.
I think he maybe. I'm not sure what his nationality was, but yeah,
News to me.
that's a tough one. Yeah.
I think it is tough because it's like, do all people of color get to use all people of color terminology?
No, because all people of color don't go through all people of
You
color
don't go
things.
through the same things. Yeah.
Respectable.
I can agree with that, but I also feel
respectable.
like if Yalissa was sent home for, she wasn't using hard ER. I don't think. I think she was.
But
using
still,
That doesn't make it okay.
okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's a big
I'm
difference.
Gen X, I think, or like elderly millennial. So we have different.
A different take on it.
Like we just were so tough. We're from the generation you fall down, your mama's like, get up. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
We just kind of hard when it comes to. I mean, I'm happy to see all the progression that's happened. That we have Me Too movements and all the movements, but
Right.
there's a lot of situations where like we just went through stuff and it was like, oh well,
Just get over it.
Yeah, it was very get over it was
I feel
really
it.
how it was.
Yeah, I feel you. It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot. It's like a lot more caution that has to be taken because people just get so offended these days, and like when somebody gets so offended, then the whole community will try to cancel you.
Yeah, yeah, but yet and still somehow people can say, just grab her by the whatever.
Crazy. Crazy. So where is the line, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's a double standard. It's definitely a double
sure.
standard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have any other Love Island takes that you wanted to mention?
Well, I feel like they may have been listening to our podcast because now they have been outside by the beach, by the pool. The trees have been moving, and I'm like, okay. But so many people agreed on me for my last.
I saw that you had a lot of people backing you.
And then this week they've been by the beach and the trees are moving. So I'm like, okay, somebody was listening.
So Meaghan's theory was that they weren't actually in Fiji, that they were in a warehouse somewhere because you couldn't see
them sweating.
Yeah.
No, or a background. It looked like a green screen. It really did look like a green screen.
Yeah.
And I have some supporters to prove it.
Oh, she said she done the research. She said, you know, me and my editing team, we looked at that. It's not right. Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, let's jump into Algee.
Yes.
Let's do it.
So you're from Saginaw, Michigan.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
And then you came to Atlanta. What part of Atlanta were you in?
When I first moved here, we moved to Riverdale.
Oh, it's all the way south side.
Yeah, south side.
Yeah.
And then Jonesboro. And then Fayetteville.
Okay.
So pretty much all
The
over
south,
like the south
side. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at what point did you make the move?
I made the move
to LA.
To LA officially in like 2016, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I went out there and I was only supposed to be there for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then my life just changed and I ain't been able to leave ever since.
So after a month, is that when you booked the New Editions tour?
Yeah, I did.
That is insane. You know how many people move to LA and they're there for years before they get anything?
Well, yeah, I went there years prior and it wasn't that easy. So I went there years prior and my whole family moved there and then it was tough. We were homeless for a minute. We were sleeping in our expedition inside the parking garages just because it was really tough. No, but we had to go through that just to kind of see, okay, this is what it takes. And it ain't just come here and it get popping like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to come back to Atlanta and then I had to, years later, come back to LA by myself just on a mission like, okay, I'm going to go out there and see if I can book something. If I can't, I'll go back to Atlanta. And then, you know, my faith and, you know, my purpose kind of just aligned and they both just clashed and God just met me where I was at.
You're speaking our language. We're all about that faith and alignment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Those are two really key things. And so you've had so much success. The film Detroit.
Yeah.
The Hate You Give, which I've interviewed you about that. That was a great film based off Angie Thomas's amazing YA novel. If you haven't read it, check it out. What else? The Bobby Brown.
Yeah, I was in there. I featured in there. Shout out to my boy Woody. Been in Judas and Black Messiah, Euphoria.
Euphoria was a big one.
Yeah.
Because you did the first season and then a little bit of the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the show, I remember it was like a fresh new show. No one really knew what it was about to be.
Mm-hmm.
Really exploded. And you played the love interest of Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Her career has taken off.
She's so
since
fire.
then.
Yeah, she's so fire. I love her so much, and she's just a star. So it doesn't surprise me how she's taking off. Yeah, not at all.
You're a star too,
right?
Come on, I mean that's why they had us together. You feel what I'm saying? Like it only makes sense, you know.
Let's talk about music. How does that fit in? How did that always fit into the picture? Was it always both at the same time? Was it developing the love of first, you know, acting and then music, or was it music first and then acting?
Yeah, it was music first. So I've been doing music since I was like 10 years old. I've been in the studio, just understanding what it is, learning about it, falling in love with it. My music manager, actually, one of my music managers that was here at the time in Atlanta, took me to an acting agent by the name of Joy Purvis. Shout out to Joy Purvis. I love Joy. That's where I got my start. So,
Zada's
familiar. Yeah, so you already know. So we went to her, and then I went to her office, and she was just like, I want you to read a monologue for me. I'm like, what's a monologue? And I read it for her, and she's like, okay, I want to sign you. That's the first day I went to her office. I'm like, okay, so I kind of know I got something here. And so every project that I did after that, like the New Edition, that involved music. So it's like every project that I did, music was involved. Detroit, I was singing in there. New Edition, I was singing in there. And then every other project, I either had something to do with like a song on a soundtrack or something. So I've always been doing them both. And I just think it's a beautiful time right now because people got to see me as that, and then they get to see me as this, you know. And it's like all me, so it's just it's dope to give it. To the
and you're
world.
like co-writing on all throughout this EP.
Yeah.
And you have some great collaborators.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to my collaborators, Chris Riddick Tynes, amazing super producer. I'm talking about SZA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kalani's new joint, Folded. A lot of old Kalani stuff as well. Leon Thomas' stuff. I got my
He's
boy.
saying all of our faves.
Yeah, I got my boy
Right.
Cameron Glasper on the pen with me sometime. He wrote the Fat Juicy Ain't Wet for Bruno and Sexy Red. He wrote a gang of other stuff as well. Who else we got on there? Charlie Heat. He did Bryson Tiller's whole last project. And it's a bunch of people that came together and believed in my talent and helped me get it over the finish line. So I'm just super grateful for it.
I love
awesome.
Yeah.
it. So, Love Loss.
Come on.
It sounds like a breakup.
Yeah.
So, did a breakup happen?
Yeah, Breakup definitely happened and inspired this project. The project actually tracks and follows me through the phases of a breakup. So what I wanted to do is because I feel like a lot of women don't know how men process breakups sometimes. And so
That's true.
I
I was
kinda
just
wanted
having
to-
that conversation last night. Yeah.
We would love to be enlightened.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to do the project. Just to give it to the world. I didn't want to just pull random songs and throw them on a project. I'm like, okay, I want to be intentional about it. And then kind of, where's the culture at? And like, what are people talking about? And how can I get in there and make it make sense? And so I just use my own personal story to kind of relate to everybody else's, what they go through as well.
Yeah. So when you were talking about what the public has been talking about, like how did that evolve into songs? Like, was it Sinners? Because I know everyone's been talking about Sinners, but and I love that song too. She just want to make love. I love that lyric.
Thank you. Yeah, so I think, how it first started was me understanding that I wanted to be able to do some healing for myself. That was my therapy. Music is my therapy always. And so after the breakup, I'm like, okay, how do I heal myself through this? And the only way I know how to do that is through music. So I knew I wanted to do that. And then just looking at the topic of conversation, the culture, it's like situationships and like all this and that and like 50-50 and all these conversations that, I'm like, okay, I went through a lot of this. So how can I relate with the story? And then it's just like, okay, I can just tell the story of the phases of the breakup. And so I just put it into a story that when you listen to it, it sounds like a movie. So
That's awesome.
She said, we were just talking about this.
Well, yeah.
How were you just talking about it?
Oh, no, I was asking, somebody had asked me last night about a breakup, and I was like, well, what do you guys do? Because y'all just look like you're wilding outside. So.
Oh, my God.
And that's the thing, right? So I won't give too much away, but the first two songs on the project track exactly what you're talking about. Because when it happens, as a man, it's just like a state of numbness. It's like first you don't even. It's like, man, I ain't thinking about that. Like whatever, I'm gonna get over it. Like let me actually just go outside and do what I do and just distract myself. But
So
that's
what are those
distracting
first
from
two
dealing with
songs?
your
That's
emotions.
Magic City?
Yeah, so that's Magic City.
Okay.
So the first song is Numb. The second song is Magic City, and that's exactly what it is. Magic City is a real like sexy song, but underneath it, it's the story of a man distracting himself from dealing with his emotions, of like sitting with that and working through that.
Yeah.
And that's what we do a lot of times. It's like we try to just go get under somebody to get over somebody.
Wow.
So is there like
know?
a crying part of the healing? Like,
Yeah, so that
Okay.
happened on the fourth song, The Way It Goes.
well, if I'm crying, we gotta
Yeah,
cry.
no, and I think it's good. Like as a man, I have no problem crying at all. And I
That's
actually did through that process, writing that song, The Way It Goes. And I feel like that was a song of like me being able to really be vulnerable and release. So yeah, the crying moment is definitely on there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I ain't sobbing on there and all that, but you feel me? I did shed a little thug tear though. You feel me? Yeah.
Tell us more. What are the other phases?
Okay, so we go through numbness. We go through getting under to get over, which is distraction. We go through sitting with your emotions and then spiraling out. Like, damn, did I do the right thing or the wrong thing? What am I was with this person for so long. Then it goes through acceptance of like, okay, damn, that's just how I go sometimes. And then it goes to being able to let it go and being able to just give it up and give it to the world and like, okay, I did it. I can shed it now. And then it goes to turning over a new leaf and understanding, part of a lot of the breakup was my fault. So, it's having to accept that and understand, okay, the next situation that I get into, this is what I'm going to lead with. I'm going to lead with complete honesty. I'm going to lead with just giving my full self. And if they can deal with that, they can deal with that. If not, but there's no need to be sneaking around and doing all this and all that. So the project is...
You were sneaky linking?
Sometimes I was, yeah.
I always tell
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
like, honesty is my best policy. Like, if you can tell the truth, you don't know what people can handle.
Yeah.
That's real. And then, even if they can't handle it, at least you know that I gave it to you straight.
Yeah.
So now, you know, there's no in between.
You don't have to
lines.
remember a story all the time.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you know, I had a couple sneaky links. I ain't perfect. Dang, you gonna put my story? She said, you were sneaky linking?
Well, I just want to know, like, how do you honestly say, like, hey, I'm gonna go. I can't do the committed right now.
You literally say that.
Yeah, I think it's just a conversation, and it don't come out the same way all the time, because that might not even be what it is. But you know, I think it's a real conversation that you have to have and say, okay, look, this is me. This is how I live. This is what I do. Are you cool with that? Are you not? You know, then that gives that person at least the option to decide, okay, am I cool with this or not? Instead of just being in a situation like, oh, I thought it was this, but it's not that. You know? Yeah.
Wow, I feel so enlightened.
Yeah. You gotta listen to the project.
I did.
Okay.
I listened to your music before. I know that this is this your third EP or your fourth EP?
Third.
Yeah. And I know you worked with my guy DeMar Jackson before. I actually like the Pain Away song. He always writes these really in your face, like, but the songs be so hard. Like,
yeah. I love DeMar. Yep, I love DeMar.
We're gonna some of our other segments that we do Meaghan's Thought of the Week.
Yeah.
You know, we're all about positivity, mindset, alignment, some of the things that you said. So Meaghan has some great ideas. Once a week she sets them out on social media.
Yeah.
And
there's 8 of them, but I just do one.
We pick one for each show.
Okay, so this one is, this season calls you to gather all the love in your heart and pour it into yourself instead of giving it away to everyone else.
All the love in your heart and give it to yourself instead of giving it away to everyone else.
Yeah.
That's very real.
I think it's like a selfish season for me. Well, not selfish, but just, pouring
into
myself.
First of all, it's your birthday season, so definitely be selfish.
I mean, the season's going to last a little long.
But I also think that, in general, we all have to sometimes make the choice to be selfish because we only get one life to live.
Right.
Yep.
Life is only but so long. And you can't live your life for everybody else. You have to live your life for yourself.
That's true.
Not to take everything back to Love Island, but you know, it is kind of real. Like, you know, people have to really seek what they're seeking for themselves. And I think you have to make hard choices sometimes.
Yeah.
But you got to put yourself before others.
The
only people you shouldn't be putting... the only time you shouldn't put yourself before other people is when you have kids, like Huda first.
I think sometimes you even got to do that too, though. Like
even when you have
I've seen my parents go through that. It's like you spend so much time fostering to the kids that like you don't take time for yourself. And you can burn out like that.
That's
what I was gonna ask when you said you and your family had moved to LA and were living in the SUV.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like after the success there was like a little resentment or anything, like because they really put you like first in order to do that?
Nah, I don't think so. My family is so special because we all just understand.
Okay.
You know, we all just know our purpose together as a family. So there was no resentment there.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I got 9 siblings. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't all of us out there, though.
Okay.
She said, dang, how big was the expedition?
I know.
Like, was it stretch limousine expedition? Dang. Nah. It was only 6 of us there at the time.
I mean, only that.
Mom and dad included, though.
Right.
So, but all of my siblings, I got 9. But, I think it was just, it's just everybody understood, you know, like I said, our family purpose and our mission.
Yeah, that's a good
And everybody's a team player, exactly.
Yeah.
So you know what your strengths are, we know what their strengths are. You go do what you do best, we'll do what we do best, and that's how we're going to make it all work.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, but I do agree with that. I feel like you have to make sure, one of my pastors told me one time, it's like you have to just make sure your cup is full before you can pour into anybody else's cup.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that thought.
Even that that parallel, that does speak very well to your thought. Okay. Pop culture wise, I'm gonna get into my C stream or skip of the week.
Okay, what is it? C stream or skip?
Yeah, so see what I want you to go see in the movie theater.
Okay.
So 28 years later, it's the sequel to.
Oh, it's 28 days later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And it's amazing.
Okay.
If you're not into scary movies, I'm gonna suggest that you go see How to Train Your Dragon.
Hey. My sister just commented on that.
It's really good. It's a live action version. If you've seen the cartoon, it's similar, but I think it's great as a live action.
Nice.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really great. For streaming, I'm going to recommend Dexter Resurrection. It's on Paramount Plus, Showtime. So it's the latest phase of Dexter, about the serial killer played by Michael C. Hall.
Love Dexter.
Again, my friend actor Ntare Guma Mbaho Mwene is in it, and I interviewed him this week. I want to ask you about playing a character who is so hospitable that he unknowingly welcomes a serial killer into his family's life.
Well, everybody needs a friend. And Dexter Morgan, of all people, he's new to New York. He doesn't know his way around. He doesn't have a place to stay. He doesn't know anybody. And the first person he meets is this cab driver. And he sees my character, Blessing, as you said, brings blessings. And so he takes Dexter under his wing. He provides him a place to stay and provides him a hot plate. And we get to see through this season what unfolds, because for anyone who's a Dexter fan knows that, anyone who gets too close to Dexter Morgan it's not gonna pan out well.
Yeah, I'm worried for you, friend.
Yeah, so you're in for a ride this season.
I've seen the first 4 episodes. Mm-hmm. It's great.
Nice.
So for people who like thrillers, procedurals, projects about serial killers or killers. But Dexter is he's like the kinder, more
Dexter's
gentle.
Fire. Yeah.
His whole purpose is he wants to take out the people who are dangerous to others.
Oh,
and in this case, there's a really bad guy on the loose known as the Dark Passenger. There's another guy who's collecting, puts together different serial killers, and some of them are really, really bad guys. So Dexter's he's in New York City, which is obviously a great playground for a serial killer, because there's all kinds of
great playground. It's crazy.
I would not disagree with you.
Great playground.
Thank you, Algee, because these women be acting like I'm out of pocket. I am not out of pocket.
You're hilarious. A great playground for serial killers.
Disney World for serial killers. Right.
Sorry, talking about New Yorkers. My fault, Sam.
Shout out to the New Yorkers.
Shout out to New York, Sam.
We love the New Yorkers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so for my skip this week, I'm skipping the spiral of what if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
I want to skip those fear-based thoughts, and instead I'm going to replace them with what if everything goes right? What if my whole vision comes to life exactly like I wanted it to be? And I think that as a creative, it's essential that we think like this. Mm-hmm. I think there's so many times where you have people saying no one's going to listen to you. I think even in putting a podcast out, I'm every week, where are the subscribers? Are they going to listen? Are they going to want to pay attention? But at the end of the day, I have to think there's somebody out here who needs to hear exactly the message that I'm putting out this week.
Yeah, I agree.
True.
Yeah, I love that. And you're right. A lot of times it can just be the negative, right? I think it's so easy to sometimes, as a human, to immediately go to the negative. You have to retrain your brain to think the positive. The subconscious is so real.
It's powerful.
It's realer than the conscious, because those thoughts just sit and they brew. You got to just really control your mind. So I agree. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you. I also want to talk a little bit about what I'm working on this week. So I have some Black Enterprise articles coming out. They're all about Essence Fest. So 2 of the things that I didn't tell you guys about Essence Fest already. I went to a screening there's a new Ryan Coogler produced series coming out on Nat Geo called Hurricane Katrina, Race Against Time. And so I saw a panel with some Katrina survivors who talking about their experience. It was really moving. It was really emotional, because I remember 20 years ago when Hurricane Katrina happened, I'm super empathic, very intuitive, and I could feel the pain of the people. Even before the storm hit, I was very concerned that it wasn't going to be okay. That was actually my first Essence Fest that year, 2005.
Wow.
And I remember my uncle telling me, New Orleans is below sea level. So if there's ever a really bad hurricane, the whole city's gonna
like a
flood, and it's
bowl.
really it is
Yeah.
exactly. So I having heard that my first time in New Orleans, and that was really when I first fell in love with New Orleans, and then having Hurricane Katrina come a month later, I was devastated. And what the people have gone through, and like I said, my friend Monique, she's one of my closest friends. Her whole family went to Houston when that happened, but watching back, I think we're gonna all feel emotions. You're gonna see the government officials and administrative people who. The guy from FEMA, Michael Brown, I, to this day, hate his guts.
Yeah.
And we know I try not to be negative on here, but watching it, they showed us episode 3 where you see really how FEMA was dragging their feet, helping people, and people are in the Superdome. People are dying who didn't have to die. And then you had the media narrative. So I had to write about it. I wrote about it for Black Enterprise.
That's great.
I also went to a great panel where there were women labor leaders, so union leaders. So the SEIU has its first Black president in April Verrett. She was on this panel. Deborah Archer, she's the president of the ACLU. She was on that panel, as well as Fatima Goss-Graves. And so I wrote about that. If you're interested in checking it out, it's on blackenterprise.com, and I will link that in the Substack. Lightening up the mood a little bit, my last article I want to tell you guys about, for Collider, I wrote about Love Island Night Vision Olympics. This season is having
You love Love Island.
I do love Love Island. I do love Love Island. But
what does that mean? Yeah.
So basically, they all share this bedroom, and they have the night vision.
Oh yes,
cameras.
okay.
Oh,
Night vision.
yeah.
I thought you were
Okay,
saying
okay.
something like
No, but basically how they can't show sex on Peacock or whatever, but people are having sex on this show because you can see certain things. Like there was this girl, Hannah, she spit in her hand, and then you see the guy under the covers in the bed behind her, basically the long stroke is happening, you know? So it's not a lot of subtlety that's happening, or even how Chris tells Bryant, man, I folded, when he's talking about being in the bed with Hudda and Amaya and Bryant. Right. We had two journeys, and they were talking, eat that kitty in the hideaway.
Eat that kitty in the hideaway. Oh, wow.
That was hilarious.
So I had to write. I thought it was interesting because I have been watching Love Island for many, many seasons, and this one to me is the horniest season.
Wow, yeah.
They're really getting it.
They're going after it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the pop culture and what I'm working on recap for the week.
Nice.
We're almost out of time.
Dang.
I know.
I can sit here and talk to y'all forever.
Thank you.
Same. Yeah. We kicking it. Turn the cameras out. We're gonna stay for an hour.
As long as we
you're welcome. If you want to stay for the next episode, you're welcome to. I was about to get into my affirmation for the
Come on,
week.
let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Miracles are happening for me every day. My success is wishing for me as much as I am it. Abundance is here. It's already mine.
Come on. Yep. The church that I go to, this last Sunday that I went, the pastor right now is preaching a series on abundance, and so I really align with that message. Yeah.
What church? Give them a shout out.
It's called Deeper Church LA.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's really good. I grew up in church, so I just, my spirit is very keen and discerning to if it's real and authentic, you know. And so for a while I was trying to find a church home, and when I found that one, I just felt the spirit so heavy. I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be at. And the word is just
how do they sing their music? That's my biggest thing right now.
How do they sing it?
Yeah, because I'm from I grew up going to church with my grandma, so I like the hymns and I can't do the how great is. Yes, I like that. I can't be how great is.
Sing with me, how great. That's hilarious.
So how is the music at Deeper?
It's a mixture of the two.
Oh, okay.
Because last Sunday they were just shouting. So, and then sometime it goes to CCM, how great is our God. Sometimes the pastor will break out into a hymn. So it's not one format, which is what I like. It's open to God to move in the room, So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love a hymn.
Come on, abundance, though. I'm in line with that message.
Zada's very spiritual too. That's why I was like,
nice.
I am very spiritual. that did also resonate with me. I didn't want to talk over Algee's part.
Go ahead.
But I feel like I'm in a point in my life right now where it's just very abundant with blessings. Just overall, there have been so many things that have happened to me this year that I've been praying for like my whole life. Like dreams have come true this year that like I couldn't have even imagined. Like he gave me more than what I asked for. So that definitely really resonated with me. I feel like I'm in that space right now.
I love that. Yeah.
My pastor was like, it's our birthright to have abundance. Like it's not our birthright to be struggling. Like we're all children of the creator of the world.
Yeah.
If the creator of the world created everything in the world, what makes you think that he won't make sure that we're good?
Right.
So I feel that.
Yeah.
You finna have church up in here.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm with it. I don't necessarily go to church, but I'm very spiritual.
Yeah.
I do pray quite a bit. I love to find my verses and my, I tend to go back to Psalms.
True. Great.
Yeah, and also Proverbs as well. When my grandmother passed, I read the whole book of Proverbs like every day, like just looking for guidance because she was my church. So I would call my grandmother every Sunday, and she would be reading different things out the Bible to me, and she would kind of, just speak life over me. And when she passed, like I literally thought I was like, bury me, like just put me under the ground because I didn't want to live without her. But I also do some ancestral practice as well because that's the African, this is where our roots are, and ancestry is so important to me. And I think part of it came out of the loss of people. So like losing my grandmother, for example, like I realize I haven't lost her. You know what I'm saying? Like if I speak to her, I can feel her. And so I continue to speak to her and to seek her spirit. Yeah. I think that's the only way that I can say it. But yeah, so for me, I'm not necessarily the church going as much as some of my friends are, but she was always taking me with her to church. That church will never leave me. There have been times where I've explored Islam, I've explored Buddhism. I'm always going to find that because at my core, all of these things have these universal things to them. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, whatever. If you believe in like goodness and like leaving the world a better place than you found it, faith and love, peace, kindness, all of these things are things that we all should be sharing in common. These are all things that we should all be seeking. And I have so much just respect for anyone who has any level of faith and respect for the creator, for the universe, for one another, for the neighbors. Love thy neighbor as thyself. It's something that's never going to leave me. So I'm always going to make space for it here. I wouldn't necessarily put us as a Christian podcast, but I do believe that it's a big part of the message that I want people to have a belief and have a faith in bigger things, and have a belief that the things that you want you to, and that someone is and there's an energy that wants you to win same way that you want to win. So that's going to be a consistent message throughout.
Love it.
But I thank you so much for joining us today, Algee.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming through and blessing us with your presence. Usually I end by saying hey to the world and having folks say hey back, but I think I want to end with the happy birthday song since I asked.
Wait, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the black version.
Yes.
Oh my
Y'all ready?
God.
Y'all gotta sing with me.
So embarrassed.
Ready?
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Oh yeah, she gotta get her camera right. Hold on.
Gonna be like, guess who sang to me?
Yeah.
You made it out. Let me get out the way.
And we singing the street version. Yeah, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy. Wait, you ain't get the next part.
Oh my God.
Happy. See, no.
Happy birthday.
Thank you all.
That's dope. Happy birthday. Man, appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all.
Oh my goodness.
We might have to cut that off because we don't want Stevie.
You know
want some
that's
publishing.
my
I
other
need my-
conspiracy theory.
What? That Stevie's not blind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see
Everybody know he not
Did you
blind.
see the video on YouTube where he was singing, the mic was
Yes.
falling, and the nigga did like this? He caught the mic. I said,
see
bruh,
that.
but there are people singing and music playing. How did he know the mic was falling?
Right.
Crazy.